Hello everybody and welcome to another video. What is with the lighting? Okay, hello everybody and welcome to another video. As you can see from the title of the video, I will be... Okay, a little bit of background. Known about Airsoft for a long time, obviously. I've recently begun playing with some of my friends, just using their spare guns, and I'm really enjoying it, so I decided to get a couple pistols for myself and my father to play. Now, this is a pretty dangerous sport. The other day I was playing with my friends and I got hit right there. It started bleeding. I've got multiple bruises in my leg. So I recommend wearing padding. Obviously I didn't have a face mask, but I am planning on getting a full one. I might just do a short little goggle review because I have pretty nice eye protection. Anyway, so in this video I will be reviewing the P99, which is a recreation of the P99 by Walther. It's a special operations gun. Let me just read you the stats. I'm not doing this off of memory. I can never remember this stuff. I have the package in the background. The maximum velocity is 250 feet per second with .12. It has a heavy mag, as you can see here. The mag weighs more than the gun itself. The magazine holds 14 rounds. It is a spring weapon. I got this for $25 at Cabela's. I don't know if all Cabela's have the same price. I haven't been to Cabela's in years. But I decided to go there and see if they had any airsoft guns, and they did. Now let's see. 6mm airsoft pellets, which pretty much the standard. This is an authentic replica of the real P99. I don't know how people in real life use this. This is so hard to use. I mean, I would not recommend getting this gun to start out. Once you're pretty good, know the ropes, you could get this gun, but it's okay. It took me like half an hour to get used to the reloading, all this crazy stuff. Alright, precision accuracy, metal parts, and a metal barrel. It's not metal. If I pull it back like this. Oh, metal barrel. I don't think it's actually metal. Looks like metal, but I don't think it actually is. It is a single shot, obviously, as with all spring weapons, pretty much. And it has hop-up internal. So, let's get right into it. I will just give you a brief description of the gun. As you can, it feels really nice. It's about, I don't know, let me check the packaging really quick. Does it say, does not say how much it weighs. I'd say it weighs 2 pounds at least, which isn't a lot, but it feels good in my hand. It's got a really nice handle. The trigger is easy to pull, as you can see there. The gun is not loaded. I have the magazine in, but it is not loaded. Don't worry. I should have had safety on. I had it on earlier. Okay, so as you can see, it looks pretty authentic. If you spray painted that silver or black, then you could scare people with this. I do not recommend doing that because you can get arrested for that. But yeah, I just tested this. I played around with it for about 2 hours in my backyard, shooting targets, shooting my dad. We played a couple games. So anyway, let's get right into this. I don't know, let me try and line this up. Probably shouldn't be pointing that at my face. But as you can see, if I can line it up right, it has this back scope, which I think the scope is pretty accurate, and then it also has that forward little dot, as you can see there. So it's a pretty accurate scope in my opinion, which I like. Here's the safety. I don't know if it's gonna, yeah, it's a little hard to see. Maybe if alright, here we go. So as you can see, that's the safety. If it's turned horizontally, it is in safe mode, and if it is turned vertically, it is in fire mode. Obviously, I don't have any bullets in the clip because I don't want them to be shooting up my room. So, what else to say? Okay, I will go down a brief description on how to use the gun. What are my thoughts? What on a 1 to 10 rating? What would I rate it? I have noticed that it's very symmetrical, so that it's ambidextrous. Probably, yeah. I'm a righty. But you lefties should have no problem using this gun, unless the reloading system gets you. Alright, so I have a couple warnings. If you try and cock it when it's at a side, it won't load the pistol. So even though it's a lot easier if you do that, you have to make sure it's upright to do that, because the BB won't get into that. It took me a long time to figure that out. I had so many misfires. So yeah, whatever you do, don't load it like this. If you're just shooting at a target, it doesn't matter. But if you're in a game, I wouldn't recommend using this game. I don't recommend using any spring-loaded things in an official field or whatever. Alright, so what next? So I'm going to turn safety off, and I will show you the cocking mechanism. First of all, when you cock, there is a slight chance that you will pinch your finger. There's a small little bit right there that you can pinch your finger on. So just be cautious of that. I got a pinch on one of my fingers earlier. So I don't know. Please explain to me if you know what this is. So basically, if you cock it slower when it's in non-safety mode, I don't know why there's like a red thing on my face. What is that? Who's doing that? I don't know who's doing that. Alright, anyway, if you cock it slow enough, this little thing will pop up, and it's really easy to just flick with your thumb, and the gun will be cocked and ready to fire. There's a little, okay, so let's just demonstrate this for you. So it goes to there, willy-nilly. It's easy to pull back to there. Then after that, you're gonna have to push harder. So if your gun is not firing, you're gonna have to, once it gets to this like little ridge or whatever, I don't know. Then if you pull it, so obviously nothing's happening. There we are. I didn't cock it all the way. Here's another little tidbit. Sometimes it is a little hard to determine if it is ready to fire. And I like this about this gun. At the back, there's like this little red dot. And when it's ready to fire, it will erect this way a little bit. So it's really easy to tell if it's ready to fire or not. So obviously it is pushed out, so it's ready to fire. I'll just fire it. There we are. And then it went back in. So now the trickiest part is the reloading mechanism. So I'll just go over this pretty quickly. So on the trigger, down here there's a little lever that you push down, and it's on both sides for lefties or righties, and that'll eject the cartridge. It is a quick eject, like that, so it's really easy to do. I only have one cartridge. Now, this is the hardest part about this gun. Let me just talk about this first. So I got this for $25. It came with 100 of these yellow BBs. I did not use these because I wasn't sure if they're biodegradable, and I don't like picking them up, so I use these. I know they're not the best, but yeah, I got these at Walmart, 5,000 for $12. These are 6mm. Anyway, let me just grab a few out of here and demonstrate reloading this thing. So I've taken out 3 pellets, or 3 BBs. Here's the cartridge. Now, it might be a little hard to see. No? Okay. So, there's a little thing right there. It may be confusing at first, because this thing at the bottom makes a clicking noise, and you think it's part of the reloading system, but no. So what you do is you pull this down with your fingernail or the tip of your finger, like that. Then you insert a BB, here it is, into there and pop it in. Then you can let that trigger go. Then take your next BB, push down on this BB so it's partially coming out, but not all the way. Well, it can be so like that, or just partially coming, and you push the next BB in. So there we go, and you repeat that. It has a clip size of 14, so it's a pretty big pistol magazine. This took me a while. Now I have a trick. I had a couple times when the BB was stuck in there, and if that happens, there's like these little edges on the hilt where you can easily push the BB out. So if you have a jammed one, or you just want to get the last of your clip out after a game so you don't waste them, that's a really handy tool. I don't know if that was intentional or not. So anyway, that's about it. So then you just put it in. Like I said, remember to cock it like this. It's a little hard sometimes, but so as you can see, there wasn't a bullet in there. I was just checking out the scope. So for $25, you get the instruction manual. Obviously, we got a couple like advertisement card thingies. I don't have them with me. The gun 100 yellow BBs. I'm not sure if they're biodegradable, so if you want biodegradable, I recommend just buying them. I wouldn't take the chance with these. And it also came with this. This is a target. It has a little base that slides in to there. I did use this for a little bit. So obviously that peels off and it's sticky underneath. It's not too sticky, so your BBs eventually will roll off. And after rolling off, they will land in here and get caught. So it's a really easy way to not waste BBs. If you're low on BBs, check the bottom of this because pretty sure you can reuse them. I wouldn't reuse them if they're cracked, there's dirt all over them, specks on them, etc., because that would lead to a misfire and possibly damage your weapon. So this is a good way to reuse BBs that you've shot, if you're a good shot. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Oh yeah, I forgot. I need to do my out of 10. I recommend that you know what you're doing before you get this gun, because this was the first gun I bought. I bought this along with one other pistol from a different brand. And I will do an episode on that tomorrow or the next day. I'm trying to upload daily. I know I was going to say Star Wars Force Awakens was going to be daily, but I decided to switch it to every other day because I don't want that series to be over quickly, and I can only take so much of the Star Wars Force Awakens at one time. Need a rest day after watching something like that. Yeah. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like. Oh, I keep forgetting to do my 1 through 10. I'd say for beginners, no. 1 out of 10 if you're a beginner. If you know what you're doing, if you know how to use it, fires pretty quickly. The range isn't the best. The accuracy is pretty good. Once you get the hang of reloading, you can reload pretty quickly. And because you don't have to pull anything down, if you're just trying to slide in a couple extra BBs when you're in the middle of combat, that's really easy to do. You just, obviously, what I told you, if you play with it for over an hour, you should get the hang of it, and you can slide it back in really easily. If you're in a tight situation, or if you have a breather, a chance to breathe, I would highly recommend, or if you have someone covering you, highly recommend just slide in a few extra whenever you have the chance. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out. Bye.